Okay, this is a short video on commerce. Ancient maxims are absolute truths that have withstood the test of time. They become known as what is called law of custom. Law of custom are created by the people. So this maxim states that commerce, by the law of nations, ought to be common and not to be converted into a monopoly and the private gain of a few. So in other words, commerce cannot be monopolized. But what about the Constitution in Article 1, Section 8, where it says the federal government has the right to regulate commerce? You would think that they're monopolizing it, but I'm going to explain to you that they are not. Okay? Commerce cannot be controlled by the state or the federal government. It has to be a common thing that is practiced among all the people equally. So in Article 1, Section 8, it says to regulate commerce between foreign nations and among the several states and with the Indian tribes. So if you've watched some of my other videos, you would know by now that the Constitution created the United States, and the United States are combined federal lands within the states. These are smaller states, okay? So you have states within states. These states within the states are the areas under the jurisdiction of the federal government. So they're sort of like islands within the state, or areas within the state, also called lands. So in the Constitution, where it says these are the supreme law of the lands, it's talking about the supreme law of the federal areas. So to regulate commerce means that they have the right to regulate their commerce with foreign nations and between their states. The Constitution will not be repetitive. It will not say the same thing over and over and over again. It's not going to say, we the people of the federal lands have the right to regulate the federal commerce between us and foreign governments and our states, because the Constitution says it once in the beginning. It says, we the people of the United States do all these things for the United States of America. The United States of America are all the free, sovereign, and independent states. The United States are the dependent states for defense purposes. So in the United States Constitution, it says that it wants to be able to make laws to regulate its own commerce on its own lands between it and foreign nation and between all of its federal areas. So it did not take control of all the commerce of the entire country. It never was supposed to have it. It has taken over it, so it has monopolized it. And it says it has the right to do it in the Constitution, but it's because people misperceive what the Constitution is. It's expanded itself beyond its limits, okay? So the Constitution does not give the right for the government to monopolize commerce, but it took that jurisdiction and expanded it in our minds because it teaches us that it is the law of all the lands, whereas it is really only the law of the federal lands.